so sentimental when I step in the middle. When I do a little dance to the turns daylight. So jump, in the moment. Margella got me feeling iconic. And if you can't groove, she don't want it. Great sex, say less.
Baby, what you talking about? This was something else with that. That's what she said. She said, say less. Say less. 'Cause you already got me, baby.
The NFL is on EA Sports as we bring you a look inside Highmark Stadium here at Orchard Park, New York. Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3. From the end zone comes Chris Claybrooks to return, and he brings us out past the 20 to the 20.
At their own 24-yard line.
No touch it! Hey! Crowd left Yeti! No touch.
To throw at the outset, here's Hurts. Finding his target, it's Trey McBride. And he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down at the 25-yard line. A huge play there right off the bat. 51 yards.
And normally when you think about huge field-flipping plays like this, it's that shifty slot receiver, that burner on the outside. Not here. That's a tight end doing work down the field. Where's the oxygen mask? He's going to need it after that one. A big, big play.
First carry now for David Montgomery. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. The Bills at 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. So here's a 3rd and 14.
Brings up 3rd and 14.
Hey, 73. No touch.
Here's Hurts to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive.
No touch it. Crowd left Yeti. No touch.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. The man in motion is Brown.
No touch.
Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively, because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move them back in the backfield and make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception. And it'll be intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And the Jaguars are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. First carry for DeAndre Swift. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. And
Swift is hit, and he coughs it up. Now this is picked up by the Bills, and they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Tell me I didn't just see these first 2 possessions. I mean, is this one of those cases of anything you can do, I can do
better?
Maybe not better, huh?
Worse?
Yeah, just a little bit. Very sloppy start. I think maybe a case of the nerves for both teams.
And now we're back to an even playing field. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. You look at this Jaguar defense. They were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
He'll fire deep, looking for more. And this throw will be intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. And the Jags are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they got across the 50 last time, but fumbled and turned it over, so they'll be looking to have a short-term memory here, Mr. Davis.
Not only a short-term memory, but a whole lot better ball security. Because if they take care of the ball, continue to move it, their chances of scoring some points, they got to feel pretty good about. They thought they had things moving in the right direction last time. Fumbles, they don't just affect you on offense, they affect your overall team, because now your defense has to make that stand up.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, force the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely, frees up your guys elsewhere. Now a 2nd and 10. They'll try the left side. Felton. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person is on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now, because the offense is on his toes and punching. And there's another 1st down run right there.
Swift. Going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here's Watson. Steps away to his left. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Deshaun Watson, his 10th touchdown, good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit. Like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Hurts. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. Jonathan Abram picks it. He's continuing to be a big presence defensively. Remember last week, AFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a big pick right there.
And when you pile up big numbers, it gets everyone's attention. But sometimes the number just needs to be, how many game-changing plays did you make? Did you take the ball away from the other team? He just did that, trying to win the award again this week.
After the interception, here's Watson. They'll roll him out right. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Here's a 2nd and 5. From the gun, here's Watson. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Lamb's first catch of the game. Good for a 1st down.
But they've certainly not shied away from throwing the footballs. They've leaned on their quarterback to start this game. 4 straight passes right out of the gate, with that last one earning them a new set of downs.
Here's Swift. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Out of the gun, Watson. He'll buy some time right. This is caught. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turn it into a successful play.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Now it's Watson. That escapes the sack. Escaping the pressure right. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, Charles, I think you'd have to call that a win for the defense after the turnover already in field goal range, and they had to settle for 3.
Yeah, Bean, the beautiful part is you start so close to the end zone that your thought process on offense has to loosen up a little bit because you're thinking to yourself, you're almost guaranteed 3. Let's take some good shots at the end zone and try and turn it into 6.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Throwing is Hurts. Oh, and the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
Great, set.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
This will be fielded at the 17. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Throwing on second and long. Watson over the middle, and there's a diving catch.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. To throw is Watson. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Back to throw, Watson. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. To the air yet again, Watson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Bills are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
63, 63, 63. Yanni.
They'll try and start this drive in the air.
That's complete. It's Elijah Moore.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. This one finds Wilson downfield.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Flushed out right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
Alpha, alpha, alpha. Delta.
2nd down and goal.
Hurts.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete. We saw a lot of that a week ago defensively from him. AFC Defensive Player of the Week. Just always seems to be around the football.
I like your observation there. Understands the game, understands positioning, can put himself in the right spot, and then make a play on the football.
In motion goes the tight end.
Going Silver, ready? Delta.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo.
Garrett Wilson.
A 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Bills get a late score here in the final minute of the 1st half.
Santos with the extra point. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
And leading 10-7, they may just want to get this to the locker room. That's down the field for Jefferson.
And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Oh, that's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Here's Watson. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. The final shot before the break, Watson. He completes it to Beckham. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. He hit his first one, this from 44 yards out now. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And his kick is good. And that will do it for this 1st half. 1st half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the 2nd half. Now a crease here. Now a hit and a loose football. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. So that's a solid start to the second half. You come out of the lockers losing, thinking you're kicking it away, not going to have it, but boom, the fumble, they get it right back.
I don't know whether they even drew that up on the board or was it just said, but they had to have it. They needed a spark to get them going here in the second half, and they got it right away.
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And the Jaguars are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Watson. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. Through the middle of the field. Touchdown, Jaguars. Justin Jefferson, 63 yards. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
So the Jags will keep the offense out there as they'll decide to go for two. Looking to maybe throw for it here, Watson. And they don't get it. They tried for the two-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Clay Brooks going to bring this one out. And the decision to bring it out, kind of a costly one, as he won't make it back to the 20. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
There he goes, right side. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Elijah Moore, 77 yards. And the Bills are back within a score. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that will get him one closer. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's second down at 7. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big pickup of 38. So first and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 32-yard line. Swift going to try up the middle. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but his production, they still have the lead.
And they've got a few. That would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
Watson now to throw.
That is caught by Lamb.
And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 13-yard line. A gain of 18 and a new set of downs.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up for the 1st and 10.
He'll get this off to Swift.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Mark Andrews from 10 yards out.
And the Jaguars are able to extend their lead.
Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
Clay Brooks going to bring this one out. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is...
And my goodness, another interception.
Picked by Jeff Okudah.
And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have them set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Now Watson. Eluding the pressure right. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Here's Watson. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Mark Andrews, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year.
And the Jaguars get another 3rd-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
McLaughlin now to add the PAT. And that one makes this a 19-point game.
Makes the score Jaguars 33, Bills 14. Chase McLaughlin set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand.
And now here is another interception.
Picked off by Christian Gonzalez.
And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift.
And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the 3rd quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances, so they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ball game.
And the Jaguars take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that will bump the lead up to 26.
40, Bills 14. Chase McLaughlin set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Clay Brooks going to bring this one out. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. But we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Try left, Yanni. Try left, Yanni. There.
They'll try and throw for it here. Forced out to his left. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a 1st down himself.
Here's Hurts to throw.
Flush to his right. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy, because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm, really. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Brings up 2nd and 16 at the 44-yard line.
Hey, 73, 73.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
And my goodness, another interception. Jonathan Abram picks it. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, His assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
After the interception, here's Watson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
A shotgun snap for Watson. The 20. Touchdown, Jaguars. Mark Andrews, a dynamo since the break. 3 third-quarter touchdowns. And the Jags are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Bills 14. Chase McLaughlin set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Carl Yeti. Tiger Hornet. Hey, Silver. Carl Yeti. Delta.
Hurts.
This will be caught by Brown. And he'll be dropped at the 30. But a shifty move got him a couple extra on the play. The offense on third down tonight, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Throwing is Hurts.
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
63. Yeti. Alpha. Delta.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down, and the Jags take over in terrific field position.
Good set. At 31.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Now it's Watson. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches.
Jefferson going to go in motion right.
To throw is Watson. And it's caught. Touchdown. Justin Jefferson, his 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Jaguars add another 6 points to what's going to be a blowout victory. So add another one into the touchdown column. What a game. That is now 6 touchdown passes for him so far in this one. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
14. Chase McLaughlin set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
Go Silver, ready?
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Hurts gonna look deep for Wilson. And this will be caught at the 30. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Garrett Wilson with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Bills get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Santos with the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. From the gun, here's Watson.
And this is into the hands of Andrews downfield.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Hey, 31!
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson escaping the pressure right.
And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted.
Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
And the Bills are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked.
He's got a man complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Now back to throw. Flushed out right. And now here is another interception.
Picked up by Christian Gonzalez. And the Jags are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Watson off play action. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Hey, 59! Hey!
Back to throw, Watson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, big here in the fourth quarter, up really big. That passing incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but, Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points, but they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
Throwing now, Watson.
And he's got this to Jefferson.
And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. And a nice gain at 21 yards. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Here's Watson. Toward the pylon, caught.
Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
Hey, 24. Reset.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Ronnie Harrison.
And the Bills are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. So a good drive with a bad ending, Charles. They move it down the field well. Cannot finish it off, though, as it's intercepted in the end zone.
Deflating, that has got to be the word here because they were sharp in moving it down the field. But sometimes you start thinking like a touchdown is a given, and it doesn't always work out that way as we saw there.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll get this up to the 4 right about there. That's about it.
Now 2nd and 9.
They'll set up a throw.
This one finds Wilson downfield. Down the right sideline.
And he's finally down at the 21-yard line. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. They'll look to throw here. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that trims the lead a bit, but still standing at 26 points. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee.
Second and 11. They will run straight ahead with Swift. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere, where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly,